Cabal Online is a free-to-play 3D MMORPG developed by South Korean company ESTsoft. Different versions of the game are available for specific countries or regions. Although Cabal Online is free-to-play, the game has a cash shop which allows players to purchase game enhancements and useful in-game items using real currency. The game takes place in a mythical world known as Nevereth, which was destroyed by an evil entity known as the Cabal. Out of the survivors, 7 masters rose up, each wielding the abilities of the Force power. These masters taught the people, and Nevereth was rebuilt. Years later, the Cabal is plotting to return to power, and the characters of the game take up the role of heroes who battle the Cabal, uprising, and conspiracy. Cabal Online was first released in South Korea in October 2005. Recently, the service in North America provided by OG Planet was ceased on March 31st, 2010, but the publishers vowed for someone to pick up the slack and re-host it. Gameplay. As a typical MMORPG, gameplay is focused on killing monsters, grinding, performing quests for experience points, and venturing into dungeons for treasure and owls, the in-game currency. Players can band together to form a party with a maximum of 7 characters. Bonus experience points can be awarded to party members based on their contributions. Characters are created on servers or game world, each with its own unique name, such as Mercury or Venus. Players from different servers cannot interact with each other, however, usage of specific cash item shops allows characters and accounts to be transferred between servers. Channels possess different characteristics depending on various factors. Channels labeled in green have manual player killing disabled, while those with the white color name have it enabled. Even if a player killing is disabled, more difficult higher level maps always have Nation War PK activated regardless of the channel. World. The world of Cabal Online is split into different zones, namely maps and dungeons. Starting players will only be able to access 3 maps in one zone, the Warp Gate, which provides walking access to all 3 initial maps. As they progress into the game and gain character levels, they will gain access to new and more difficult maps, as well as dungeons or instances. Each map has a different setting and weather. Examples of these include desert, forest, snow, and ice maps. Character classes and specialties. There are 6 character classes in Cabal Online. Warrior. Each class has its own background and particularities. The Warrior class is the typical melee sword user. Blader. The Blader class is a fast sword user melee class known for its enhanced dodging and accuracy, as well as the speed of its skill. Wizard. The third class is the Wizard, and it's the basic magic user. They use force to amplify the power of the elements around them, akin to what a warrior does to its own strength. Force Archer. Force Archers are a variation of wizards who prefer to manipulate rather than amplify force. Because of this, their skills have a lesser area of effect in comparison to the wizard skills, but in contrast their damage is more precise, more accurate, and a higher critical rate. Force Shielder. Force Shielders are one of 2 classes who have learned to materialize force into a real weapon. By studying magic, they have gained the ability to visualize and create an astral shield, a relic which provides them with a greater defense. Force Blader. The Force Blader class is themed as a magic swordsman. They use force to empower their blade arts and have developed unique debuff skills that no other class possesses. Skills. All classes are provided with a skill library that spans both sword and magic-based spheres. Classes who are focused on one sphere, like warriors or bladers, will have all its offensive and support skills in it, while the others will be used only for common targeted magic spells and novice buffs, as well as an advanced one. Hybrid classes may use both spheres for different purposes. Nation War, Mission War. Once a nation has reached level 52 and completed the quest for choosing a nation, during which they will select either the Capella or Procyon factions, a new event is enabled for the player. This event is the Nation War, which occurs multiple times each day and allows opposing nations to fight each other in PvP and gain war experience points that can then be converted to other type of points. Depending on the level of characters, different Nation War channels will be accessed. In these, players struggle to overtake key locations controlled by powerful guardian monsters, fend off the enemy players, and ultimately take control of the enemy capital and effectively winning the war.